Hello, and welcome to the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach Joe MIhalich. Welcome, Coach.
Glad to be here and excited about this week.
Coach, there's reason to be excitement. Two great home games this week at the Mac Sports Complex. UNCW on Thursday, Charleston on Saturday. We'll get to those in a moment. Let's look back at last week. Home loss to Northeastern, and then you rebounded with a nice road win at Delaware. Just recap the week.
Yeah, the Northeastern game, very good team. Very, very good team. There's a reason they're in first place. Really well balanced, very good at each position. You have to be good in all areas if you want to beat them. You can't be suspect in any area if you want to get past them, and because they'll make you pay. And so you got to tip our hats to them. They did a great job. It was a little bit of a, I don't know if you want to use the word trap game. It was. It's been a long time without the students here. We're so excited about this week to get the students back, and it was, the end of a long winter break, and our guys were, I think looking and hoping and can't wait for this week for the students to be here. So we maybe let that affect us a little bit.
So then Saturday you went down to Delaware for your next CA game, 64-59 victory over the Blue Hens. Your thoughts about that game? Obviously Delaware was a little shorthanded. You ended up being a little shorthanded, injury in the game. Just how proud are you of your team with the second half comeback?
Yeah, we had, my theory on a good player getting hurt, and Delaware had their good player get hurt, unfortunately for them, is that for a game, the emotion and the energy that you get makes you okay. I think in the long run that can hurt you having somebody hurt, but for one game, man, everybody's a different player. We almost had to, in the course, we only had 24 hours to prepare for the game anyway, and then halfway through that 24 hours we realized it's going to be almost a different kind of a team because somebody's not playing. So and they caught us that with some good players playing well in the first half, and we dug a hole for ourselves, and it was a character win to be able to, we guarded them in the second half. I think they scored 23 points in the second half, so we were able to guard them in the second half and pull out a good win.
We'll get to another legendary performance from Justin Wright Foreman in a moment, but there was two real big plays late in that game. You had a charge taken by DeJour Bowie, and you had a tip-in by Stafford Trueheart, who was a little undersized in that game.
Yeah.
Just talk about DeJour, what DeJour and Stafford have meant to the team all season, and especially lately for DeJour.
Well, and rightfully so. You said we're going to talk about in a second. Justin Wright Foreman is having a player of the year kind of year. Rock is rewriting the record book with his rebounding statistics and his all-conference play, as is Elijah Pemberton having an all-conference type year. But you don't talk enough about DeJour Bowie, Stafford Trueheart, those people who are going to, step into their roles and be productive. And you're right, that charge that DeJour took, the tip-in that Stafford made, we don't win the game without those two plays.
And then, in addition to Rock having 13 rebounds in the game and now leaving him one shy of the school's Division I record, we'll get to that in a moment. Justin, 32 points, half of your team's points, and then just a absolute dagger three-pointer with 12 seconds left that literally just said, good night, game over. I don't know what more questions we can ask about Justin, what we can more say. You said it before, clearly a player of the year type candidate. Is there anything else you can add?
Yeah, it's just, there's a reason you call somebody a great player. It's because they make great plays. And that was another one, another great play where we just needed a bucket. We know this, he's being defended by the other team's best defender. He gets their best shot every night out. And to still do what he's doing is it's amazing. Somebody just asked me, is there anything he's done that can surprise, anything he might do that could surprise you? And I almost turned it into not a negative, but I'm surprised when he misses. I'm surprised when he doesn't make a great play because he's just, he relishes it. And that's what the great players do. They want the ball in tough situations. They want to make the big play.
Yeah, you can almost characterize that as the game winner. When of the three buzzer beaters you've had this year, he's only had one that sent it to overtime to tie a game. The other two were Jalen. So he's got his first taste of a game winner, I guess.
Yeah.
Now on to this week. UNC Wilmington visits Thursday, the defending CA champ. Charleston, the preseason favorite, visits Saturday. What are your thoughts about the Wilmington game on Thursday? Seeing some old familiar faces on the court.
Yeah, well, I mean, they got a load down there with Kaycock. I mean, he's terrific. I mean, our league is just incredible. I mean, I think it's what I'm going to say right now. It's the most underrated league in the country. It's the best league in the country nobody knows about. We have the leading rebounder in the country in Kaycock at Wilmington. Rock is, I think, 6th or 7th in the country. Justin's 3rd or 4th leading scorer in the country. We have 3 teams in the top 100, 6 in the top 130. I think the offensive efficiency of our league is really, really high, and not enough people know. So, it's a great conference. Wilmington's really getting it together now. They've had a couple of good wins. They almost should have, would have, could have beat William & Mary, which would have been an incredible win. So we're getting a hot team right now.
Yeah, they seem to have been close in almost every game, and then here and there picking up the victory. You just hate not to be that team to get them on their best night.
I mean, they play hard. They got dangerous guys. They keep coming at you. Up-tempo team. We're like every night in the CAA.
And there's certainly guys on that team that have experience winning a conference championship, so there's a winning mentality there as well.
That's right. The culture is good.
And again, it's a special night for Hofstra here, as it's Throwback Thursday. Team will be wearing amazing throwback uniforms. Bill Theben from the 1950s will be here, maybe the greatest player in program history. Just how special, aside from the court, is Thursday going to be?
It has all the makings of being a really big night, and I hope people will be here to enjoy it. And it's a great night out. It's I would call it a cheap date. It's a great night out to find your bring your family, bring a friend, and sit and watch a great basketball game in a great setting. And it's going to be kind of cool, as we said, with the Throwback Thursday theme.
And then Saturday, we won't talk about the Charleston game, because you don't like to talk about the next opponent, but Saturday is Welcome Back Student Day, so another great day here at the Mac Sports Complex, and we look forward to a pair of great games this week.
It has the makings of a great week. I hope it is. I hope we can play well.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Coach.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us on the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach, Joe MIhalich.